Girls, line up right here. Want to say a few things? This will be the last time that I work with Maddie McKenzie. It's kind of like when you graduate from high school and you're off to something maybe not better, maybe not bigger. You never know what your future holds. They don't. They think they have it all planned out. Maybe, maybe not. Who knows? Just saying.
She should have said something to Mackenzie and Maddie. And
Not even the team.
To
Her
them.
two students who helped create it all.
I know, but I think there's a certain way that you treat people as well, and I think the way that you ladies have treated me today is disrespectful, immature, and ugly. Just saying.
I think there's a way to be respectful for both situations going on. We're very respectful towards you and your son. There's also people who have been here from the start, from the beginning, who have paved the way for all of your kids to be here today.
I always say, oh, we're here for you, respectful. I've never talked to her like that, never would.
When you say you don't care about this and you're talking about kids,
Her kids paved the way for your kids to be here. Your kids wouldn't be here if it wasn't for her damn kids.
You haven't been through what we've been through. Guess what? Your kids will be nothing.
our kids will be nothing without you. You really think that?
Screw all of you. Come on, ladies. The fans will not love you. Come on, girls.
You. All of them.
I don't like that Abby kept saying our kids are bad losers.
They're not.
They're not sore losers.
There were 5 sad little girls and 4 moms trying to console them.
I knew she was going to twist it and make it sound like they're poor sports. This was a larger picture. They were not sore losers. I think the girls finally woke up and realized what was going on. Abby had a total package for the select ensemble. Everything was designed to a T for that team to win. And for the elite competition team, it was like sloppy seconds.
My point of view from being on the other team, I just don't agree on how upset you guys were.
At this point, you don't really have a say-so in our feelings.
I feel awful
Well, you
that
shouldn't.
your children lost. Everybody's looking at the loss. That's not what we're talking about.
I don't know where Christy gets off, like being all holier than thou. You know, oh, you guys are sore losers. Who are you? She doesn't understand this whole game that Abby plays because she's new to the game.
Chloe, your left arm isn't out to second.
They're rattled. I know they are. Oh my gosh.
They're already feeling like this.
Absolutely.
But you guys are going into this competition, I feel like, almost already defeated. Like, you think that they are
We're
gonna
going,
lose.
no, we're going as realistic.
They're the broken dolls. They're America's sweethearts. They're down. They're no good. You can't all of a sudden say, I want to win, you win for me. Like, that's not the way you work.
Maddie and Bryn's solos are fabulous, each in their own respective right. Bryn's solo was strong, competitive dance number, whereas what Maddie did is something you would see like on a Broadway stage. So it just depends on what the judges are looking for.
I thought the solos were amazing. Like legs for days, amazing turns. Both of them were so amazing in different ways.
Maddie's main thing was turns, and she turned and she turned and she turned. Bryn had like 6
One
different
big turn
things she had to pull off.
legs and
She had
leaps.
jumps.
If we're talking tricks and difficulty, Bryn's was harder. Let's ask Gia what she thought who had the harder solo.
Maddie could have done Bryn's solo. I don't think Bryn could have done Maddie's solo.
Can Maddie even do a scorpion on releve?
No, because we don't do that.
So she can't even do some of the tricks in there.
First of all, no judge is impressed by a full black split. No judge. And I will tell you, your daughter, her transition out of her full black split was terrible. So that probably mark off for that.
I just think it's hilarious that JoJo is one of the worst dancers on the team, and you're critiquing my kid.
Get her
I'm done. I'm not gonna play with her.
You know what? Don't talk to her.
She just said her transition out of her back split was
Ashley, you
horrible.
better stop it. You better stop it.
Stop what?
You better
talking
stop
about Bryn.
talking about JoJo, or you're gonna be in a
Well,
lot
then
of
don't
trouble.
talk about Bryn. Don't say your name. Don't say
You're
her
gonna
name
be
out of
in
your
a
mouth.
lot of trouble.
You did something.
They are all entitled to talk about you, but I'm not allowed to say anything because everybody gets pissed off.
Well, don't say anything.
You want me to just let them walk all over you and not say anything?
Well, then I can show them by dancing. I don't really like when my mom butts heads with the moms because I don't want that to affect the way that my relationship is with the girls because I love the girls. They're like my best friends now.
I just want to ask you a question in front of Bryn's mom. She said that her daughter's solo was more difficult than Maddie's.
I think it was.
These moms better get off their high horse and start making their kids work harder because Bryn isn't going anywhere. She's gonna keep working till she's the best dancer on the team. When I think the one difference between me and you guys is that we actually want it. Bryn actually cares if she wins, and she works hard to win.
But you didn't win.
You didn't win. Good job. You didn't win.
You
got
didn't
fourth.
win.
Woo!
JoJo didn't even win her age group last week.
One thing if you talk about your own child, but don't talk about someone else's.
I'm sick of it.
Here we go. Bryn didn't beat Maddie today. Not even the next in line.
I'm so out of this place.
Bryn didn't beat Maddie. She lost. Bryn lost to Maddie. Bryn lost.
Oh my God, I hate the woman.
Oh, we can't do that. Sarah cannot do that. Like I'm watching Sarah, and she just doesn't know where she is. Ballet is a very precise form of dance. There's a right and there's a wrong. It's important for each one of the girls to hold their own. If one of them falls, they could all go down. I can't risk it with Sarah.
She's just not up to our girls' level. We need an older, more mature dancer like a Jade.
I don't get it. I really don't. She's performing well. She's coming off of a win.
But let's pipe down.
Well,
You know, let's not make a big deal.
No,
Let's
and
wait
I'm not
and
trying
see.
to. Sarah just was coming off of a win last week, so whatever. Your girls aren't.
Don't come here and start throwing in our face that your child won and our kids did not. You're a guest on our team. That's how that works.
I'm gonna go upstairs.
Uh-oh.
Hello.
Hello. Nice to see you.
The girls are supposed to be broken dolls because I feel they are broken dolls. Their spirit was broken.
How'd that happen?
Not by me.
They're thinking Sarah shouldn't be here, Abby.
I'm thinking the same thing. She's not gonna carry this group to victory, and if they don't win, guess whose fault it's gonna
Of
be?
course you're gonna blame it on little Sarah, but she's not planning on losing. These moms are already thinking they're gonna lose because the numbers they're thinking aren't
we didn't
done.
say
Oh, is that so?
No, we did not say that.
That is not what we said at all.
That is what was said. It's what was said.
Christy, you seriously are trying to get on Abby's good side by throwing us under the bus? And by lying? She will stop at nothing to get on this team. Throwing us under the bus isn't going to endear you to Abby and get you a permanent spot on this team.
No. How about you're really fortunate to be here?
Good job, Ken.
I don't know what to think.
Now that the competition's done and over with, I want to go give Abby a piece of my mind. Between the costume fiasco and the scratch CD, I've had it with her antics. Abby, can I talk to you for a second? I just wanted to see, is it like your goal in life to make Paige feel bad? Finally, once she had the odd costume and was gonna have a second to shine, and then you take it from her. And then you gave her one that didn't even fit, and it was like, no big deal.
I'm not setting out to hurt a kid's feelings. You have to understand that. Chloe was the obvious choice. I needed all eyes to go over to her because she started.
And I realized that.
Kelly, come on. The dance is over. We already did the competition. They were second. Who cares about the dress?
But God forbid you would see Paige stand out just a little bit.
There's 5 kids. You can see them all on a stage.
Whatever, Abby. I mean, it's something different every day.
That's it. I will not take these accusations and the finger pointing anymore. I've had it. Girls, every single one of you know the reason we change things is because it doesn't look right. That's why we change routines. Don't go accusing people of doing things that they didn't do. Win or lose, I'm not gonna send somebody out there with bad music. And if any one of you mothers have something to say about it, come to Abby and find out what happens with the CD when it skips. And we'll tell you exactly what to do with it.
My girls were getting on the bus.
Finally, Abby has put an end to the CD skipping issue. We both said our piece, and if the moms don't believe it, that's their problem. I'm not discussing it anymore.
Let me tell you, Gina would bring a new flair to this team.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
So, Mickey, do you think it's competitive against what Kathy's doing this week with her group?
Well, yeah, because I know exactly what she's doing.
Okay, so what is it then?
I don't know, you tell me.
I don't know. You have all the answers. I don't. Mickey's a charmer, and according to the Bible, a charmer is a deceiver. This guy's a fake. He is in it all for himself. As far as I'm concerned, those two boys do not belong here, and they need to hightail it back to Miami. What are you here for? Are you trying to get that spot on the team? Because you do know that that spot is for Sarah.
Whatever Gina wants, to be honest with you. Gina would love it, no doubt about it. I
He'd be a
think
nice addition.
my intentions are proper.
We'll see.
Do just one thing, yeah, that girl's just gotta be. She's got that part of being my girl's just gotta be kissed. Oh yeah, she's gotta be kissed. Make no mistake about it, that chick sure getting kissed.
That was number 16. The girls has gotta be kissed.
Is it good? Your love is so cute. What? Ew. I don't like him that way.
I think Maddie was a pro. She went out there, she handled the acting, she handled the partner work. Wish I could say the same about Gino. Now that other duet, they were amazing. I just hope that the judges were watching my Maddie and not Gino, or we're in big trouble.
I think Gino and Maddie will beat that duet. I really do. I think they were better. They were more entertaining.
I think he's a cute kid, and I think he's very masculine on stage, but I think he chokes a little bit. I don't think he brings it.
I thought that he did pretty good.
Well, your opinion means nothing.
Thank you, Abby. I really appreciate that.
His face didn't get one bit better than it was in here.
If Maddie's duet was overshadowed by Kathy's duet, and Maddie loses, we're all screwed.
Second place. Act number 16, This Girl's Just Gotta Be Kissed. And your first overall winner is act number 15, Stars Align.
It feels good enough to win, but to beat Abby's golden child, Maddie, that is fantastic.
Gino in that duet. I don't need Maddie to be second.
The team is thrilled because the group won and our losing streak is over. But Abby doesn't care about that. Maddie lost. And that's all that matters to Abby. I just wouldn't want to be Gino right now.
I have come to a decision in my mind, and I'm gonna go ahead and send Gino and his stuff, and I need to have you leave immediately.
What do you mean by that?
He was brought into my studio as a guest.
Okay.
Mickey, I think Abby has seen the light.
Shut up already.
Oh, she's not saying anything like that.
He was fabulous.
There's nothing wrong with him. He's a good kid.
Thank you anyway. Goodbye.
Bye,
girls.
guys.
Good luck.
Bye, Mickey.
Bye, ladies.
Call me.
Shut up.
Bye, Gino. It took me an entire week to get Abby on my side to see where I was coming from with Mickey and Gino. And finally, she gets rid of those two for good. And they're crying their eyes out.
Aside of the fact that I hate you and I can't stand you, what's happening? What's going on with Gino?
Why don't we just tell you everything?
Well, go ahead.
He was just a guest for the week.
Yeah. Just a guest for the week.
Well, Kathy, this clearly needs to be something you need to talk to Abby about.
Okay, well, since I'm not getting anything out of you guys, I'll move along. I have lunch to eat.
You could probably skip a meal.
Oh, please. The fat people that you have on your team, and furthermore, Christy, your butt's looking like a $40 cow.
It's a $40 cow.
I am very excited to introduce the new permanent replacements for Brooke and Paige. More importantly, for Kelly. Kira, congratulations. You will be replacing Kelly on this team. Kalani will be replacing Brooke and Paige.
Abby, Peyton did what you asked her to do.
She did.
You're
She was
just
great.
trying to find a reason to throw us off the team this week.
No.
You have Peyton, who lives right here, who shows up at your studio 4 or 5 days a week, and you still are gonna bypass her.
She
She
can't.
follows every rule. Every single rule that you ask for, we follow. Don't ask me to congratulate Kira for being here, because it's not gonna happen. And that's just your games, your head games.
All right. Leslie, Kalani can do it all.
We all know that Maddie is Abby's teacher's pet, and now that Kalani is kind of like the pet in waiting, I really hope this means that Chloe's not back living in Kalani and Maddie's shadow.
Hi. We're here.
Hi.
Here with the blizzard. I'm trying to get the costume because you know me, I'm always worried. You know, Peyton's
We
group
know,
costume is.
we know.
It's a nervous. It's stressful on her. She wants to know.
You work her up about it.
What is Plan B?
You know what? I don't have time to do all that crap. Kelly knows she's in the wrong. She can't produce a receipt for those. Point blank, that's it. She has the costumes. You give them back.
I know why, but.
Oh, let me see that.
Hello.
I forget what it looks like. Oh,
How is it? Those are the headpieces. I already can feel that Peyton is going to be the one that is left out of this dance. So I'm going to take it upon myself, and I'm going to get these costumes back, or at least everything I can to get these costumes back. Hi, Kelly. It's Leslie again. It's the third attempt that we've been trying to get a hold of you. We really need those costumes. Abby says they're hers and they belong to her, and we need them. And you know what? If we don't get them, Peyton might not be able to participate in this group.
The costume plays a huge role in what I think about the routine. And if I don't have them, then it's like right back to square one, starting all over. Why should we even do this dance if we're not gonna have the right costume on? These are beautiful.
This is the only option we have.
No, it's not the only option we have. It's what I want.
I think we can make that one costume kind of look like this.
Melissa, you don't even sew. You have zero talent.
I know. I mean,
Right.
I'm just saying. I'm
All I'm
honored.
saying is Kelly was vital to the team. She was the team player.
But
Oh,
Abby,
you missed her,
we
girls.
are here.
And where's her costumes? You don't do that to your team members. Hey, I want you to call Kelly again. Call her right now.
Yeah, and guess what? You'll be getting a call from my attorney.
Then we'll know his name.
You don't need to know my attorney's name.
You want to talk like that in front of your kid? That's your business, but you don't talk like that in front of everyone else's kid. That's what you and your husband do in your house. That's not what happens here.
You don't know what goes on in my house because you're not invited over because we don't let trash through the door.
This is completely getting out of hand.
Keep
and
talking, Christy. Keep it up.
Okay, yeah, so you can turn it around and cry. It's a pity party for you.
But wait a minute, I don't even know why she's gonna do her hair because the costume that you gave her doesn't fit her.
It's a medium adult. Well, we have bigger ones, honey. Why didn't you say something?
You didn't give her the time. You took all your time out on Kalani. If Abby really cared, she would worry about what Peyton looks like on stage in her costumes like she does with Maddie and now Kalani.
You just need a large adult. So you obviously can't wear this. So you don't want to dance? That's fine.
No. Find her a costume. Find her something to wear. We want to dance.
In that particular brand, you need a large adult. She's a hard to fit upper body.
You would have known this if you would have done your work in the studio. Where's her custom costume like everybody else gets in this room? Has she ever had a beautiful custom costume when she traveled with
No,
you?
because I don't care anymore.
Why?
It's not worth the aggravation. For you to talk to me this way?
Me? You bring it upon yourself by treating us this way. By bringing Kalani in, she's not your student. She's gonna use your name and leave.
Oh, whoa. Do not tell me what I am doing.
You will use her name and you will leave.
Listen,
and you will
lady,
go get your
deal with
pictures
your
by
own
phone. I
problem.
don't have to tell you what you're gonna do, babe. We all know it.
Really? They all know it?
Yeah,
They're
I
all
know
fine with me being here.
When it interferes with how my daughter should be treated, then guess what? I have a problem with that. You choose to treat
That is a classic example of what we don't want to sound like.
This is just terrific. We're about to go out for Nick's solo, and Abby's dressing room sounds like a rowdy bar fight. ALDC is falling apart at the seams. Nick's got this in the bag.
You give, and you get nothing in return.
You're an embarrassment to this team.
My daughter.
She should have called me
Abby, you
last
are
night.
Perfect, aren't you?
What did you just say?
You're perfect, aren't you?
Leslie, didn't Abby just say 2 days before that if a mom uses that F word, she's kicking them out?
People that represent the Abby Lee Dance Company can't use the F word. So you're done.
You're not gonna let Peyton do her solo today.
No. Get out.
Don't ask me back ever.
Because of Leslie's despicable behavior, Peyton is not performing that solo.
So how was Abby in there with Nia? She's not just picking on Nia, right?
I think she is just picking on Nia.
It's rotten. This week, Nia and Kendall have a duet, and all I can think is, you know, look out, Holly, because Jill's coming. She wants Kendall to shine and be special in the duet.
Here, I need to go down and check. Hey, G.
Hi.
Hey, do you have some time right now? Are you busy?
No.
To maybe work with Kendall?
I'm on break right now.
Oh.
Just in Studio B?
Yeah,
I want to work on the duet with her.
Yeah, you do that for me?
For sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
This private that Kendall is having with Gia is about Kendall's personal growth. Really. If Kendall can get a little extra help to be the best she can be, I'll take it.
Oh, look. There's Jill. I found her.
What's she doing?
Having a private with Kendall.
For what?
To make sure that she's the superstar of the duet.
Oh, you're kidding me.
Now, why would Nia be in there? Isn't a duet two people?
Jill approaches life as a competition, and she sees Chloe being on the outs with Abby as being an advantage for Kendall.
Come on, Holly, I'll go.
Okay. Come on, wait here for a second.
What's going on?
I have to say, I was a little surprised to see that Kendall wasn't a private.
I don't know if it's considered a private, but I came out and asked Gia. Said, is there anything she needs to work on individually?
But why? Why? Because it's a duet.
Or is this just an opportunity to, like, get Kendall up that pyramid?
It is a way for her to stand out more than Nia.
You know, I have to do what's best for Kendall and me.
Jill is the definition of a stage mom. You know, instead of putting Kendall's photo on that pyramid, I think Jill would be better off with her headshot.
All right, girls, listening. This is New Jersey. And every time we come to New Jersey, bad things happen.
That's true.
What bad things have happened in New Jersey? Let's see. Abby had her breakdown and fled the scene when we lost to Candy Apples.
Your kids are fine without me.
I mean, our track record in New Jersey is just not good.
Oh, honey. You're getting sick. It's in your chest.
There's no denying that Nia's sick. However, I don't want to make a big deal about it because I don't want her to pull another duet.
Hey, Maddie, come here. Do you know the duet? Because Nia is really sick.
Yes, but I don't know like all of her parts. I only know some of them.
Try to get Kendall to go over it with you. Okay. Jill, actually, I want to talk to you about something, so come here.
I wanted to ask you something too.
What are we gonna do with that woman?
Yeah, when Jill comes back, she's gonna try to do your hard hat.
Careful, there's no poison darts in it, huh?
Nia is really sick. She has bronchitis. I'm sure of it. Maddie knows the duet.
But I couldn't do that to Nia. I'd rather do it as a solo.
Just let you know.
What did she say?
Nothing. Abby's worried about Nia's cough.
Well, why didn't she talk in here about it?
Yeah, are you her pediatrician?
No.
It is totally inappropriate for Abby to discuss my child, especially my child's health, with another parent.
Listen, if you don't feel good and you don't feel like you want to do it, we'll do it another time.
I'm doing it.
You just tell me. We'll tell Abby, not me. Tell Miss Abby, and we'll do it another time, right?
Right. But
Okay.
I'm gonna do it.
Okay, good. Good.
What's that about? I know Nia's not feeling well, but I also know that if she's gonna go on stage, she cannot use her illness as a cop-out or a reason why she didn't do well.
Come on, Kay. Come on. Come on.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Where are you going?
Now I'm going to the restroom. So if you're gonna do it, let's do it, because you're here for a reason. Let's do it. I won't say a word. Hey, G.
Are you guys rehearsing?
I'd love for you to go over it.
I'll watch if you do it once full out. Keep going, that wasn't it.
Holly, can you go find out where Jill is.
Sure, I can do that. I'll sew you in a second.
In the bathroom.
Okay, I'll go find her in the bathroom.
Is that hat gonna stay on her head?
The hat's not going anywhere. Unless her hair falls out.
Yes.
Hey.
Hey. Yeah, I guess you didn't expect to see me out here, huh? You want Nia to come out here to join you?
I would love her to.
Yeah?
Absolutely. Wait,
Okay.
do the turn though.
Let me go grab her before I
Okay,
okay.
okay.
I'm gonna go get Nia. I don't want her to miss out on this special lesson. I'm frustrated, but even more than frustrated and angry, I'm disappointed. I just talked to Jill yesterday about having privates with teachers. I just don't understand why she does this. It's a piece of work. Nia, come on outside. We're just reviewing the dance. Put on some shoes.
What's she doing?
Gianna's working with Kendall.
What? Gianna is?
Yes, she just grabbed her. John happened to be out in the hallway.
You know what, Holly? That's not Gianna.
No, that's Jill. That's Jill. Just being pushy and trying to get ahead. I'm really upset with Gianna because as a teacher, if a parent will ask you for help, I get it. More so, I'm upset with Jill for putting Gianna in the middle of that. It was inappropriate. You were supposed to have Gianna work with it. It was like a little private.
I went to the bathroom. I came here. Wait, let me tell you, it's right in the corner. Kendall's. I said, oh, why don't you? Here's a big space. Why don't you?
You should have been in there and said, Holly, guess what? Gia's out here. We were just saying, where's Gia? Where's Gia? We had just said that in there. She should be working with the girls. We need her help.
She should be working with the girls.
Girls.
And she was.
Girls.
Right.
Plural.
Holly, it's not a private because I'm not paying for it. I didn't schedule it. It lasted about 3 minutes long. This is the job of a dance instructor. I didn't realize that was considered a private, but it upset Holly, so I can't do it anymore.
Why?
Because I don't want everybody to be upset with me because I just
so you're
want
gonna
my
be like
child
Melissa.
to be as good as she can be.
Right. So you need to decide. Do you want the mothers to not be upset with you, or do you want your kid to get better?
I can't have them angry at me.
Why are the other moms in the
Because
group
we are a team.
more important than your own child?
They're not. Obviously, they're not.
Then you shouldn't give a darn what Holly cares. Nia, how you feeling?
Good.
Really? All right. Deep breaths.
All right, up next in the junior duet trio division, this is entry number 36. This is Nia and Kendall with Dig It.
I'm so proud of them, and nothing went wrong. I'm pleased with the performance. I really hope Abby can be pleased with this performance.
Yeah,
They
see,
were
Jill, all that
good.
extra help paid off.
It sure did.
Yeah.
I thought they looked great.
But you know what, Holly? I thought Nia was fabulous in the duet, and you didn't even need all the extra help.
Abby can't make up her mind to save her life.
I know, she changes her mind. Like, she'll say one thing, and then it's like, I don't like this, and then...
It's kind of like when I got in the limo. You know, let's all go, and then Jill's like, nope, get out. That was humiliating. Were you setting me up to be humiliated?
Me? No. There were 4 other people involved in that. Why am I the fall guy?
As I was informed, Jill will do anything to move Kendall up that spot, and if that means taking Abby on a date.
We brought me back in and we did this standoff at the beginning of the year to be a team. And I don't feel like doing this stuff behind each other's back. I don't feel like we're being a team.
I didn't do anything behind your back. I did it right in front of you, and I did it to benefit my child.
At least you're honest. I'd rather somebody say, you know what, I'm gonna do everything I can than say, I'm not gonna do it, and then sneak around and do it. So, whatever.
In 5th place, entry number 36, Dig It.
For a number to be good enough to win, there are certain elements that you need in the number. And this duet wasn't really choreographed to be a winning number.
I think that was good for Kathy to have the home team support.
It's always good for her.
Yeah, there's a sign that's a hashtag loudmouth leader. No, it's Abby.
There's a lot of teams.
She like that, you
Yeah,
think?
I'm sending this to my friend.
Ah!
What'd you say?
I didn't say anything.
Lucas. Oh my God.
I literally didn't say anything.
Exactly. Yes.
Effing stupid.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, you did. I heard you too. Because he called my son stupid. You said?
No, I didn't. I swear to God, I did not.
Why would I make that up?
I don't know, but I think sometimes you do need to let the kids handle it. Not always
Exactly.
Not like
You always
that.
get into everything.
What is going on?
Lucas called Gavin stupid.
No, no.
I heard it. Stop.
Someone else did, so stop.
Because he said it under his breath. You know what? I'm done.
Bye.
I'm done.
Bye.
Zach, take the
Such a bitch.
Bye.
She runs everything. I'm sick of it. Done. Done. No. No.
Oh.
Joanne's children are essential to this piece. If I can't get them back, then I'm gonna have to pull the number again.
You're a big guy, right? You're a big guy, and Mom's gonna be okay, okay? And I'm gonna also talk to Bridget and tell her we gotta quit. This is tearing our team apart, okay? All right, give me a high five.
How about if you guys go get ready for the bus ride back?
No, I mean, you know that I like you. I just want to say that when you left the room, the negative went down and it just like calmed down the girls.
See, that's why I was never there. Because I make the kids crazy.
No, because last week you didn't. So I beg to differ. You was awesome. You had the capacity, so that's a cop-out. I think we all felt very abandoned today.
Well, you're coddling them, they're babies.
No, I'm not. I'm training them. I'm teaching them, and I'm helping them. You're in the audience eating popcorn. You're the only one who doesn't see the value in our girls.
I just see the value, but I think they could be better. I think they could do more.
Abby, you're the dance teacher. Get off your phone and schedule some classes. If you would do your job and see what all of these kids have to offer, we are still here.
We're here. We
All
followed
these other
you.
kids have left.
All
Where are
over
they
the
now?
place. Your stars left. We're here.
You're to be alone by yourself. Is that what you want?
Yes.
You want to be alone. You're doing a mighty fine job because you're alienating every single person.
You're born alone and you die alone.
I am pissed at her. I am done.
Was Mackenzie frustrated after Pyramid yesterday? Because Abby has her doing absolutely nothing again this week, and she feels like she can't dance. Melissa said that Mackenzie had to be off of her foot, doctor's orders, for 2 weeks. And I don't think Melissa really thought that Abby was going to take her for her word, and 2 weeks is 2 weeks.
I went round and round with some of the numbers, and I think that we should do the last text for The View. I think that it's an important piece, and I think we have a message to send out to all the viewers. You're gonna have to do Mackenzie. All I need you to do is to round off that handspring to that corner and fall on the ground.
What number is this? It's called the final tax.
The last tax.
What is Asia doing? Replacing Mackenzie, it looks like, but she won't let Kenzie dance.
Mackenzie's not dancing right now, and we need to rehearse this routine. So why wouldn't I put Asia in the number?
But Asia doesn't know this routine.
She doesn't dance. She does a round up back handspring and
Back
dies.
handspring and dies.
Oh my gosh, so do you think Abby won't let her dance?
Well, maybe it's just for rehearsal. We'll see. I mean, I think Asia could be a backup for Mackenzie, but she's not a team member. Mackenzie's a team member.
Well, Mackenzie's injured, right?
She was. You saw her crying. Okay,
But
she's
then
better now.
I want to know where the miracle came from because
She rested.
Okay.
Please, it's really none of your concern. She's not in a dance, so be happy.
No,
'Cause that's what you want.
No, that's not true.
Absolutely it is.
Melissa made such a big deal about Mackenzie can't dance. She's crying in pain. It hurts so bad. Now, all of a sudden, the girls are dancing on The View, and Mackenzie had a miraculous foot recovery. It just doesn't jive.
She's fine. Ask her yourself.
How?
Why don't you call the doctor and ask him?
Don't take it out on me that Abby pulled your kid from a dance. Because my kid and the rest of our kids have been listening to Abby talk about how wonderful your children are and your daughter is all week. And we haven't told you to go F yourself.
Listen, this is for The View. Millions and millions of people are watching that. There will be no mistakes.
Usually it's Chloe and Maddie. They compete against each other.
Asia and Kenzie, they're not competing against each other.
They're competing against each other for the spot on The View. So yeah, they are competing against each other. I'm really torn who I think should dance in the group dance on The View. I mean, it's not fair to the group to have them practice with Asia and then at the last second throw in Mackenzie.
Is Mackenzie, is she feeling resentful to Asia?
No.
Oh, and now Asia's a bully? Is Asia being a bully?
No, I want them to resolve this on their own.
Okay, but I would like to know how my child's being a bully.
She dropped a block on Mackenzie, dropped a block on her foot on purpose. I'm like, why would a kid drop a block on purpose?
Asia told me that because she knew that's how it would be relayed. She said Kinsey was walking by. When it dropped, when she was picking up, it didn't drop on Kenzie's foot. It hit the side of her foot.
I can say a lot of things about Asia. I really don't think one of them would be that she's a bully. I just think Melissa is trying to think of any excuse to make Asia look bad.
My child will not pick up a block and just throw it on someone's foot. I mean,
wouldn't think that.
Next. Melissa's being passive-aggressive about the bully comment. I don't know what she's doing, but it makes no sense. I'm not gonna argue with stupid. I gotta ask you something. Asia came up to me and said the girls told her she's out of the show on The View instead of Abby telling her.
Abby said Mackenzie's on The View.
Okay, well, I wish there was not like this whole charade about her rehearsing it and then now I'm not in it.
Things change all the time, Christy.
I think it's safe to say that Christy Ray has two sides. She has the I'm so perfect dance mom side, and then she has the I'm a stage mom bitch.
It's not about Asia not being in the group. It's about this whole charade. Don't let her rehearse.
Charade?
The charade about the foot. What the is wrong with the foot?
There's nothing wrong with it now. It's fine.
Okay, then what's the charade? Compete. She wants to. Then get it, get it X-rayed and a doctor's note with a real doctor's note, with an X-ray, with a written, instead of bringing a note and saying 2 weeks rest. I mean, it gets kind of ridiculous.
Ken's, come here. So what did Miss Abby say to you?
She said, why are you letting Christy and Asia come into here and take my spot?
But what did you say? I'm an 8-year-old kid. What am I supposed to do?
She wants you to go do something about it.
Okay.
Not me, she wants you.
Okay, but what am I supposed to do about it, Kenzie? I'm gonna talk to Miss Abby about it, because it's ridiculous. You're a team member, you're fine, you need to be in this dance. I have to convince Abby to let Mackenzie dance. I'm not allowing this new Christy to come in and just take over. Ab, what do I have to do to get Mackenzie to dance again? I mean, I really think that she needs to go on The View. I just feel like you're replacing Mackenzie and you don't want her in the group anymore. And she's really wants to dance so bad. And I've been very dedicated to you. I would do anything you asked me to do.
This isn't about you. She just danced like a little kid. She's just doing her. I gave her one older routine this season, and she forgot it and stood on stage. But well, I think she draws eyes. I think she's too short. She's a foot shorter. I know, but she wants it. Her mother wants it.
Mackenzie wants it too.
I really have to get to the song.
But this is about Mackenzie. I want her to dance, and she wants to dance, Ab.
Asia, come on.
I'm definitely frustrated because Abby's like, nope, Asia's here, she's gonna dance. Abby has always told me that she wants my kids to stay as cute as long as they can. I don't want my daughter to be sassy on stage at age 8. Not at all.
What? What happened? Did you have the courage to say something?
I said to Abby, I said, Mackenzie wants to dance. She wants to dance. She says, well, you know, Mackenzie's too short. I said, Asia's the same size as Mackenzie.
So what was the outcome of the conversation?
She said, Asia wants it more than Mackenzie. I'm like, okay. She said, you want it more for Asia. What am I here every freaking day?
Okay, but Melissa, now you're getting mad because she's saying that about Asia, but whenever she says to me, Maddie wants it more than your kids, you two look at me and say, I'm jealous. So, like, how do you like it?
It's hard for me that a stranger comes in.
Yeah, it's hard for us too. That's the same thing.
But you have to also respect what they're feeling every week.
It's hard to see my 8-year-old not dance.
I'm fully on Christy and Kelly's side.
Well, of course you are, because you want Asia in the number.
No, it has nothing to do about that. If it was me, I'd put Asia and Kenzie head to head, toe to toe. So there's nothing for me to prove.
I'm embarrassed as a teacher. I'm sitting over here, and it's like I'm humiliated. I mean, come on. This is The View. All right, let's go, guys.
Asia's fine, but she did practice it. But you keep going back and forth with Abby about getting Kenzie in the dance. And
yeah,
I think,
I'm sticking up for my kid.
Right, but I'm sticking up for mine too. Because she's mature enough to understand, but also it keeps being an issue in her face. And then you have Jill chiming in and everyone chiming in. That is what's not fair. I have Melissa here crying about Mackenzie going on. Asia is fine with whatever, but let's just get over with and let's just say who's going on stage so I don't have the peanut gallery here in the corner talking madness on Asia.
Didn't you already talk to Abby?
At the studio.
Because you were really upset, and now you're like, kind of.
I'm still upset.
No, you're
I'm not
not.
going to do it in front. My kids are here, Christy, and we're on The View. So
I
we're
know.
happy to be on The View. Okay, if Mackenzie's not in it, Mackenzie's not in it. Okay.
No, but I think that you know
I want
Mackenzie.
Mackenzie. I do
but I
not
think
know.
you know.
No, I don't.
I think you do know, Melissa.
I don't know.
But why don't you ever just like?
Because I don't know that if
Okay.
Mackenzie's in it or not.
Okay.
I want her in it. She's been on this team for years.
No, nobody's
And she's
saying
been here
that.
for
What,
since
what I'm
she's
calling
2.5.
you out on
I
is the
don't
fact
know.
that you always do stuff behind everybody's back. You do.
Okay.
You do.
She doesn't know, and neither do I.
Okay.
That's
Well,
what she
I
told
just wish that you would stop going, okay, Abby, is Mackenzie
Why?
gonna...
Because she's my
But
daughter.
you know what?
I
Then
have
you
to
know what?
fight for
Then
my
you-
daughter.
It's like this whole big charade about this foot. All I keep hearing is about this foot, and I'm like, okay.
I'm not
so
bringing
now
it up.
we're on.
The foot's done.
Let Abby pick and be done with it. Let it die.
Unfortunately, Melissa dug herself a hole. Melissa said from the very beginning that Mackenzie was injured, and how Melissa initially framed it sounded like we didn't know when Mackenzie was going to be well enough to dance again. It was like an indefinite injury.
I think the point is that Melissa is the one who made such a big deal about the foot, and she couldn't do it if it was competing against Asia in a competition. Now that it's for The View, all of a sudden Mackenzie's miraculously back all the time. That you're the
give me
perfect.
a break. I wanted Mackenzie to dance last week, Christy.
Okay, Melissa.
It's an overuse injury, Christy. Get it? It's not a broken bone.
I get it, but you're the one who made it into a huge thing.
I mean, what else am I supposed to do? I mean, I want my daughter to dance. I'm sorry. But she's, you know, she's on the team. I want her to dance.
I want Mackenzie to dance. She's ready to dance. When we're in our hotel room, all she does is dance and practice and stretch. She is ready.
Careful, Melissa, you're acting like a jealous mom.
No, I'm just
What
saying.
kind of clue was that?
Careful.
She doesn't
it's
like
happening
that
to
it's
someone
some-
else.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to explain, but you don't let me talk.
Yeah,
I'm telling
well, you need to be
she
clearer
loves,
because-
I'm talking.
Please talk so I can understand you.
I'm not talking.
Woohoo!
Perfect person!
Christy, look at you! Whoa!
Perfect person. I was just
Fabulous!
Thank you.
I want to be like that when I grow up. She looks great.
Who's gonna be in the dance?
I'm not sure yet if Asia or Mackenzie are doing the dance. Mackenzie already got to do it, and she's been hurt, and it's, you know, I'm kind of getting that she was hurt because she didn't want to go up against Asia. So I need to go. I need to get into hair and makeup. That's show business, ladies. Have them ready.
Okay. There they are, the stars of the day.
Abby said
Mackenzie,
the next time
come
she
here.
comes in here, she wants you dressed and ready, so be nice and warmed up.
For the most part, Melissa's very guarded and not letting you see how upset she is that Asia is basically taking over Mackenzie's role. I mean, I think there's a perception that Mackenzie's space or her place on the team is a little threatened by Asia.